Presiden Islamic Development Bank (IDB) Ibrahim Syukri menilai penetrasi perbankan syariah masih stagnan, namun masih banyak potensi yang bisa dikembangkan oleh perbankan syariah di Indonesia. Seperti apa potensi tersebut? Mari kita ikuti perbincangan Leonard Samosir dengan Ibrahim Syukri di sela-sela pertemuan tahunan Islamic Development Bank beberapa waktu lalu.
Bersama saya Ibrahim Ali Syukri, Residen Representatif dan Direktur Bank Pembangunan Islam untuk kantor Indonesia. Mr. Ibrahim, thank you for your time. From your presence here for more than 1 year, how do you perceive the development of Sharia banking or Sharia financial in Indonesia?
Yeah, thank you very much for interviewing me. In fact, we see a lot of development happening in the Sharia banking in Indonesia. Since, as you know, a few years ago, the penetration of Sharia banking has been stuck somehow between 4 to 4.7%. And with all the efforts, we haven't seen breaking these numbers. And as you know, there has been also always a benchmark of Malaysia having around 20% of Islamic finance in the market. But however, we see a lot of potentials coming because, in fact, we see a lot of demands on Islamic products here in Indonesia. So, in fact, there is a lot of bottom-up requests and demand from the people of Indonesia to look for Islamic finance. Many people in the local governments and in rural areas, they don't have the products, they don't have enough awareness of what's happening, and they don't also see the same quality of products, Islamic products compared to conventional products. So, but however, we see a lot of progress happening on the government side. We see the National Committee for Islamic Finance now being established. We see the OJK has serious plans to implement the roadmap for Islamic finance. We see a lot of support from Bank Indonesia, and we see a lot of potentials from different investors and Islamic Bank to increase their capital and start, increasing their size of operation with Islamic finance.
Huge potential, you said, but we haven't seen a very dramatic development from Sharia banking in Indonesia. What is the main obstacle for the development of Sharia banking?
In my views, there is a number of reasons. One related to the regulators, in a way that we see a lot of efforts, but we also see some overlapping between regulators, and we also see that there is a lot of policies in place. But however, these need also to be looked at, and in fact we can see that the government has started to do this as well. One example for this is the cost of transactions, and sometimes having double taxation on Islamic products, since the bank will possess the assets first and then release it to the client. So these all kind of issues related to the processing time, cost of transactions, need really to be resolved on the government side. On the banking side, we see a lot of Islamic banks, but many of them have small capital and many branches. So this will reduce their ability to compete in terms of pricing, in terms of acquiring the right calibers of the market and the human capital, and eventually they will have less liquidity, and they will not be enough to cover the demands in the market, and also the pricing will be much higher. And the third part is the public awareness of Islamic finance, and trying for people to understand how Islamic finance is really very strong and was very resilient during the economic crisis in 2008, and how that asset-backed products are really good for the economy.
Okay, seeing this is my last question. Seeing the growing demand and the seriousness of the government of Indonesia in developing Sharia banking, how optimistic you see the development of Sharia banking in Indonesia?
We are very optimistic. We have been investing in Islamic banks in Indonesia. We brought the annual meeting to here because we know that Indonesia will be the future hub for Islamic finance in the Southeast Asia. It's the largest Muslim country, 250 million. It is the number 16 in the world in terms of economy, and it's the largest economy of our member countries, OIC member countries. So we see a lot of potentials. We see the government is doing a lot of work, and we are sure that this country will be a great country in terms of Islamic finance in the future.
All right, Mr. Ibrahim Ali Syukri, thank you for your time.
Thank you very much. Take care.
Dan pemirsa, itulah Ibrahim Ali Syukri, Residen Representatif dan Direktur Bank Pembangunan Islam untuk perwakilan Indonesia. Terima kasih untuk perhatian Anda. Sampai jumpa.
Pemirsa, jangan